I'm chillin'. Well, I'm chillin'. Well, I'm chillin' with Toddie1Skip. Chillin' with Toddie1Skip. So let's talk a little bit about The Last Resort. Alright, so Angela and Molly, do you see them as being friends? Like, I think that Molly has a lot more class than Angela, because Angela will lose her shit with anybody. You know, it doesn't matter. Molly's not safe with her. Nobody's safe with her. You know, Angela, when she mouthed off like that to Liz, Liz was just trying to walk away. I mean, she said what she had to say, and she wasn't being disrespectful at all. And I'm not a fan of Liz, but in that situation, she didn't raise her voice. She said how she felt, so she communicated really well. Angela totally took that wrong. Like, she thought that she was insulting her, and she wasn't, but that's just the way Angela took it, and then she just decided that that's what it was, and she ran with it. Angela's problem isn't Yara, or Jovi, or Ed, or Liz. Angela's problem is Angela. Nothing out of the ordinary, you know, God forbid there is, it's not going to be because of your friend, right? Like, I wouldn't go out to eat with somebody that if the waitress or waiter gets something wrong, that they're going to lose their cool, or you don't know if they have that one too many to drink that they're going to lose their cool, you know? So I don't know that Angela and Molly would be really friends like that, because Molly has a business, and Molly, I think, now is the face of that business, right? Because she no longer has the other woman in there, and even if she did, Molly still has to uphold a certain standard, I think, as somebody who owns a business. And I think that she understands that. I don't think that Angela brings out the best in anybody. And I think Angela has a good heart. I really do. I think Angela has a very good heart. I just think her delivery is terrible. And I think she certainly cares more than most people, regardless of how many times she says, I don't care, I don't care. You do. You do care. So, I mean, here's the thing. You can't help how you feel. You can only help how you respond to it, how you react to it, how you behave to it. So, Angela needs therapy to realize that she doesn't have control over anything in life that she thinks she has control over. And the only thing she does have control over, she's not interested in controlling. And that's herself. She only has control over herself. She doesn't have control over anything that Michael does or that Michael sets her off on. She only has control over how she reacts to that. And that's it. You don't even have control over how you feel about it or how you think of it. You only have control over how you respond, react to it. So that's it. And when somebody realizes that, they have a lot more understanding and determination in saying, oh, shit, I only have one thing to fix. I don't have to fix all of that. Because you can't fix all of that. You can't fix Michael. You can't fix Ed. You can't fix Liz. I heard that Ed and Liz got married. How fucked up is that? Like, how many red flags did you need? Like, what do you think's going to happen there? Unbelievable. I hope that the daughter isn't anywhere part of that, because that's not a healthy situation for that daughter. But back to Angela. I think Angela would benefit so much from therapy. And I want to hear about the jail. That I worked in a jail, or she works. I did too. I worked in the jails for almost 9 years. In the detention center, Arlington County Detention Center, and Alexandria. And I did in a residential rehab for youths. They're even worse than the adults, because children. don't think that, I mean, they think that they're invincible. They don't even have the idea in their head yet that their behavior and their actions are catastrophic to them later. They don't know that. Where adults seem to have a little bit of wisdom, a little bit of hindsight, children don't. And when I say children, I mean like from 14 to 18, 19 years old in a rehab. So I had to be tough too. You know, they don't want to be there, just like they don't want to be in jail. But it doesn't mean that that's the way you go through life, classless. I mean, again, she wants to be treated like a lady. She wants to be treated that way, but she doesn't represent that way. And I think she could be just as forceful and just as threatening and just as scary, because that's what she wants to be. She does want to be intimidating. Let's maybe not that. Maybe she just wants to be taken seriously, and she doesn't want people messing with her. And I get that. Nobody wants that. Everybody wants to be taken seriously and to not have people mess with them. Everybody wants that. But Angela gives people a reason to fuck with her, because it's to make fun of her. And she just makes it so easy because her behavior makes fun of itself. And it's right on the TV screens. So we see it, and all we could do is respond, react, and, discuss and talk about it. And it's not a good look for her. So, I don't think that Angela and Molly would actually be very good friends. And if they were, they'd be friends over the phone. I can't see them going out places together, because I think Molly has a lot to lose if there was a situation where Angela either had too much to drink or somebody pissed her off. I mean, she could be sitting there minding her own business. They're out to dinner in a nice restaurant, just two women, being friends, and she gets something on her social media that has to do with Michael, and she goes off. She doesn't know how to keep it together, and she should know how to keep it together. She's old enough to have the tools. So apparently, I don't know that Angela has the tools. She should have the tools. Somebody should introduce her to the tools, and then she should use them. Somebody that spent so much money to look more attractive on the outside, but really hasn't done a lot of work on the inside to make that attractive. And listen, let me just say this. Angela has raised, her children, and now she's raising her grandchildren, and I think she's trying to do that right and give a house that's filled with love, and I salute her for that, because maybe without Angela, those kids would be in the system, so she's keeping those kids out of the system, and it seems like she's giving them a loving home. I don't think it's a good idea that these kids are calling Michael Papa Michael. He's not. He hasn't even met them, So I think that she should let these kids have their own relationship with Michael and be really careful who you let into the home. Michael seems like he's a good guy, but even if he's a great guy, you already have ideas that maybe Michael's not there for the right reasons. Why are you going to let these kids get attached to Michael if you don't think that he's there for the long haul? I don't understand. Use your head. This stuff you have control over. You don't have control over what Michael does, but you already feel like, wow, there's a red flag there. I don't know if he's staying. Well, why are you going to let these kids get attached to Papa Michael? Why are they calling him Papa Michael? So I don't get that. I really don't get that. So that's what I have to say about that. I don't think that Angela and Molly would be really good friends. And I do hope that Angela, you know, continues to grow as an individual and finds patience and understanding and can learn to, I don't know, count to 10 or 20 before she reacts. Because now, anymore, it's not like when we were kids, and Angela isn't too far from my age. Before, you know, things could be forgotten. But now, everything's being recorded forever. So why would you want that out there? I don't get. So, I doubt that Angela will ever see this or hear this, but it is my opinion on it. And, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think Angela and Molly... Do you like Molly? Do you think Angela and Molly are the same? Do you think that Molly has better character than Angela or represents herself better? I mean, do you think that they'll be good friends? I feel like they could have done that already. This was the first time that they met, so I don't know. Like, subscribe. I appreciate you. And yeah, that's it for the last resort. And Angela Dean.
I'm chillin'. Well, I'm chillin'. Well, I'm chillin' with Toddie1Skip. Chillin' with Toddie1Skip.